Hello guys, this is Tech Education, Gaming and more. If you're stuck with this theorem named the Pythagorean theorem, you're at the right place. So let's get started. So in this video I'm going to be discussing about the Pythagorean theorem and what are its uses, what are the prerequisites and etc. So let's get started. What is the Pythagorean theorem and what are its uses? Sorry for the spelling mistake there. Ignore that, please. So, this theorem is known as one of the best mathematical formulas in the mathematical history. It was invented, and the person who invented was, as you can see, the person who invented. You can quickly search up who invented this. Who invented the Pythagorean theorem. So it was a person named the Pythagoras. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. The Pythagorean theorem was one of the earliest theorems known to the ancient civilizations. This famous theorem is named for the Greek mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras. Pythagoras founded the Pythagorean school of mathematics in Cortana, a Greek seaport in southern Italy. So, yes. So that's the person who founded it, and yeah, pretty much that's it. So, this theorem can tell us the relationships between the sides of a right angle triangle. Well, you might be wondering, why a right angle triangle? Well, the special thing about this is this only works for the right angle triangles. It doesn't work for, let's say, the scalene or equilateral triangles. So it only works for this type of triangle, which is the right angle triangle. Okay, it states that the square of the hypotenuse, which is the sloped side or the slanted side, I would say, anything works. At least you understand it, it's fine. So it says that the square of the hypotenuse, which is the sloped side or the slanted side of the triangle, is equal to the squares of the other two sides, or more commonly referred to as the two legs. So let's start a question. Let's solve a question on this theorem now, shall we? Here we go. So let me get this painting out so we can write. So the formula for the Pythagoras theorem is a squared plus b squared. Make sure you're following this correctly. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So in this triangle we can say that we can pick any two sides. We should know what we can write any numbers and find out the hypotenuse. Or if you don't want to find out hypotenuse, you want to find out any one side on the triangle, you just have to know the two sides and give it any number, so then you can find out the side which you want, the one side which you want. So now let's get started. So the formula is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So this basically means that, so let's give numbers to the sides. Let's give two numbers to the sides, because this theorem can only work for finding one side of a triangle. So you need to know two sides, what the numbers are, or the measurements. So let's give this side as 5 and this side as 10, just to be simple in this case. So as you can see that these two sides are 10 and 5, and we should give units, because when we're working with this we should have units. So let's name the units as, let's keep the units as centimeters. Yes, so centimeters. Now what we need to do, all we need to do is we just have to plug in the numbers in the theorem. But before that, which is the hypotenuse? This is the hypotenuse, which I'm pointing at. That's the slanted side or slope side, which I was saying before. So now we can plug in the numbers. So we can say this 5 is a squared or b squared, doesn't matter. Let's just say it's a squared for now. And then this is b squared, 10 is b squared. And c squared is just the hypotenuse, which is basically the side we want to find out. So now let's plug it in. So we can write 5. We don't need to write the units really in the actual formula or the equation that we're solving. So I'll just write it for you to understand better. So 5 centimeters, you keep the squared same, just replace the a part with the 5 and write centimeter squared, of course. So then you have to write plus, of course, and then you have to write plus, of course, and then b squared. So you have to replace same thing with we did with the a. You have to replace the b with the 10, and then write 10 centimeters, and so then write centimeters. So 10 centimeters, and then now last write the 2, which is a square sign. So and then write equals c squared, which is the hypotenuse. So now we need to find the squares of 5 centimeters square plus, and then the 10 centimeters square, and then we can add them because there's a plus sign in the middle. Don't write any other signs because this is the standard formula to find any one side of the triangle. Here in this case is the hypotenuse. So now 5 squared is 25, because 5 times 5 is 25. Don't do 5 times 2 because I have seen a lot of people and a lot of kids doing 5 times 2, which is 10, but that's not correct. It's 5 times 5. So 25 centimeters squared. Now we should keep this in a bracket to say that this is not squaring again and again and again. This is going to be in the bracket. Now for the other number, keep it the same. So keep the brackets and write 10 centimeters. So 10 times 10 is 100. So that's basically 10 squared. So you just write 100 in the bracket and then write 100, and then you write centimeters squared inside the bracket, and then you write equals c squared, of course, the hypotenuse. And so now all we need to do is to find c, because we don't want to find c squared. So what we have to do now is add the 25 centimeters square plus the 100 centimeters square. So 100 centimeters square plus 25 centimeters square is 125 centimeters square. So let's just write 125 centimeters squared, and then we can write equals c squared because we added this, so we can just write 125 centimeters square equals c squared. Now we get to the part where we have to do the square root. So why we have to do the square root is because we don't want the c squared, we want c, which is a side. We don't want squared side. We don't want squared. So we just want c. So we just want this part, c, not the c squared. So in order to find c, we have to square root the 125 centimeter square and the c squared in order to find c. So this is gonna give you c by itself, and that's gonna be your final answer for the hypotenuse side. So I don't have a lot of space, but we can try to fit it in. So now we're gonna do so square root of 125 centimeters square. You can use a calculator, but we can say that I already know it. So 125 centimeters square is about 11.180 centimeters. So we can just write 11.180 or 180, let's just say, to be more specific. So 11.180. So 11.180 centimeters, not centimeters squared, so centimeters, because we square rooted, so this goes away. So 11.180 centimeters equals C. That's your final answer. So today you just learned how to find any one side on a right angle triangle with the Pythagorean theorem. If you want to do more questions, just please write in the comment below, and I'll tell you how to. I'll make it more clarified for you. So yeah, hope you learned something new. Oh, there's this stuff on the back, so let's just refresh the page. So hope you learned something new. If you liked the video, then please give me a like, comment, or subscribe. Thank you for supporting my channel. It means a lot to us. So guys, please keep on giving any comments, like, or subscribe. Keep checking out my channel whenever you can, and also press the bell icon to know first if any video is gonna come out. You're gonna know that first. Thanks. This is a message from Ombat, CEO and owner of Tech Education, Gaming, and more. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Bye.